Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So can we start, Sharmila?
Okay.
Pooja, you can start.
Oh, okay, sure. So let me share the screen. Okay, before going to that, can we have a small introduction, like what you're currently doing, Jitendra?
Yeah, no, ma'am. Just I'm preparing the IT side, ma'am. Just like
Okay, okay. So you're from
testing to.
already an IT background?
No, no, non-IT.
Non-IT. Okay.
Yeah.
Then you chose the good one. Like Salesforce is, yeah, it will help you to come into the IT, and it is an easy application and no coding is required as of now for the Salesforce admin.
Yeah.
So you have chosen the correct course. So let's get started with the introduction of Salesforce.com. So we all say the Salesforce, but Salesforce.com is the application which we are going to use, and Salesforce is a company name. Okay, so Salesforce.com is the application. So before going to the demo, let me give a small introduction about myself. I have been working in IT industries over 12 plus experience. I have been working with Oracle DB applications for over 7 plus years. I've been working in Hyderabad and Bangalore, and then I have 3 plus years of experience in Salesforce.com, currently working in Bangalore. So I have been a Salesforce administrator and a consultant. So as a consultant, we have been visiting the client places and all. So we get much deeper knowledge when we go through the Salesforce course and the certifications. So the domains I have been working on is the real estate, interior design, semiconductors, to name a few. But I have been working with the play schools also, like the clay. You have heard of it, I guess. So clay play schools, we have implemented a successful Salesforce over there as well. So what is the agenda for the today's demo session? We will be going through the slides, which will run you through what is a Salesforce and how to access the Salesforce. Actually, what is CRM? So why the Salesforce is named as CRM? Everybody says Salesforce is a CRM. So let's go through what is Salesforce and what is Salesforce CRM and its uses. And what is cloud computing? What is SaaS model, which is software as a service, and what are its benefits? So these are all related. So let me give you a small introduction, like what is Salesforce and CRM and SaaS model today, and what is the difference between cloud computing and the SaaS model. So this is the basic agenda for today's class. So if you have any queries or anything, you can stop and ask. Am I loud and clear?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we can start.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Oh, fine. So let's go through what is Salesforce. So actually, Salesforce is a software or what? Everybody says it's a software, but actually, Salesforce is not a software. Salesforce is a cloud-based software company. It will provide you software as a service. What do you mean by software as a service? Software as a service is nothing but pay as you go. So you're paying, it is like a subscription. So as you pay, you get the subscription for it. So there are different kind of subscriptions. As we go further in the sessions, you will come to know what is a developer edition, what is an enterprise edition, what is a professional edition, and what is a developer pro. So as of now, overall, Salesforce is a cloud-based company, but it will provide you software as a service, which is pay as you go. You don't have to buy everything how much you want. If it is a small scale industry, we just require the developer edition for it. If it is a large scale industry, we require the enterprise edition with all the features. So you will come to know in the further sessions. So Salesforce.com is an application which we are using it. How is it founded? It is founded in 1999, and it is an Oracle ex-employee named Mark Benioff. So he has founded in 1995 along with Parker, Dave, and Frank. So these people together form the Salesforce company, which is based in California right now. The headquarters is in California. It provides a customer relationship management software and applications focused on sales. Mainly, what is a Salesforce? It is nothing but a CRM. Everybody says it's a CRM, but what is a CRM? CRM is nothing but a customer relationship management. It is nothing but it is useful to build a relationship between customer and the company. So it is a software which we use to manage between a customer and the company. So mainly it focuses on sales, customer service, marketing, e-commerce, analytics, and application development. So using Salesforce, we have different type of clouds in it. We have sales cloud, service cloud, marketing cloud. Right now we have latest education cloud and automotive cloud as well, and finance cloud. So they are being introduced right now, but these are the basic ones which we use. So overall 360 degrees customer view we get in the Salesforce, and it can be accessed like anywhere. Like it is a free software. It is not free software. Like it can be accessed if you have the internet. Like all other applications like Twitter, Gmail, Instagram, you don't need anything hardware or anything to install, right? If you just have a sign up, if you do a sign up, you have a username and a password, you can access the application. Similarly, the Salesforce is also like that only. You can use if you have a username and a password. So it is similar to an app. So Salesforce has also introduced a mobile app. It is known as Salesforce One. Okay, till here it is okay. It is all clear. Hello. Anybody there?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Clear.
Okay. Okay, fine. Now let's see how can we access the Salesforce. As I said already, Salesforce can be accessed through the web browser in the same way as we are accessing the remaining applications. Like how you are accessing your Gmail, Twitter, Facebook, you just need a username and a password and an internet connection. You don't need anything else, like you don't need any software to download. Similarly, Salesforce is also very easy to access like your Gmail, Twitter, similar in the similar manner. So we don't need any software to download here, but we need only 4 things to access your Salesforce. It is like your personal PC or your mobile, like which is a smartphone. Nowadays, everybody is using a smartphone, so everybody will be having that. And you need an internet connection, username, and password. So in the similar manner, you can access the Salesforce. It is very easy to use. Okay, let's go to what is a CRM. Before coming to know what is the actual Salesforce and how do we use it, it's just a basic introduction of how we use what is the CRM. CRM is nothing but a customer relationship management, which is used for managing all your company's relationship and interaction with customers and potential customers. Like you have a company, like take Amazon. Amazon and Salesforce, if they integrate together, whatever the Amazon data is there, right? So using Salesforce, they organize the data in such a way that we improve the business, we improve the productivity of the customer. Like in Amazon, we have sales, marketing, we have after sales, which is called service also. So similar manner, we use Salesforce, which is known as a customer service. It is basically used to build a relationship between customer and the potential customers in Amazon and Salesforce. The goal is very simple: to improve the business relationship. A CRM, why is CRM used? It is used to help companies to stay connected to customers, streamline process, and improve profitability. It is used like you have any queries also after service, after sales, service is also provided to know any drawbacks and all, so that you can improve your business based on the feedback. So similarly, Salesforce will give a 360 view. It doesn't know, it not only provides you the initial setup, but it will give you after sales also. So service cloud is there, which is used to give after sales, which is like collecting feedback and creating the cases. If you have any issues, you can solve using those as well. So CRM software helps you to focus on your organization with individual people. Like I said, customers, we can interact with customers, service users, colleagues, or suppliers. It doesn't only give only a single, like if you're in sales, you have to only access the sales part. And if you're in marketing team, you should access only the marketing part. It doesn't work in that way. If you purchase the software for the company, you can get an overview of all the things, what is happening in sales, what is happening in marketing. It doesn't give only a single part. You can access for all the teams. You can give an interaction. You can have interaction with all the teams, sales, marketing, service. But yeah, you will have restrictions, but your higher management can see all the data, what is happening. So depending on that, they can improve their customer service and providing support and additional services to the relationship. With the CRM, the sales and marketing team can track and follow customers' interaction journey. Here is the important part. What is important is we call something called activities in Salesforce. Activities is nothing but when you go deeper, you will know more, but you can track the phone calls made to the customer, emails sent to the customer. Everything is tracked in Salesforce. So you don't need any additional app or anything to track the customer's interaction journey. Every day, what is happening with the customer is also tracked in the same app. So you don't need anything extra or any extra software to download it. It gives overall journey of customer interaction as well. So this will enhance the customer journey and experience by refining each customer touch point. For each individual customer, you can track it. So sorry, in this way we can improve our productivity, or we can improve our business. So as I already discussed, its usage is to improve the business the models as well. In order to develop business model, that is nothing but you will have a company called Clay, and you will have one more company for interior design. Let's take Design Cafe. Okay, both are different. Okay, company called Clay has a requirement for education, and company called Design Cafe has a requirement for interior designing. So these two are totally different. So according to your business, whatever your business is into education, or your business is into real estate, or your business is into this interior designing, based on that model, you can design the Salesforce. So there is no restriction that you have to use only this. So there is no pre-built according to the business requirement. Like if you are into an education, you will need the fee structure, you will need the education teachers, you will need the tutors, you will need the syllabus. So based on that, we will design the Salesforce in such a model that it will interact, it will make the education hassle free. Based on the real estate or based on the interior design, you need to develop the business model in such a way that they are different in business. Like let's take real estate. In real estate, what you need, there will be a site visit, there will be a projects, there will be a blocks, and there will be the buildings or whatever the apartments are there, how many apartments are there. So based on that, we have to build the business model. So we are not restricting Salesforce to use in such a manner that you have to use it in this way only. It is to develop the business based on the client requirements. If you're into real estate, you can do real estate requirements. If you're into interior designing, you can do interior designing. You have education. So different companies, it will satisfy your client requirements based on their business. So it is not restricted. So development of business like education, real estate, insurance, banking, yeah, it is used in banking as well. Sorry. And manufacturing. So there is a manufacturing cloud coming up. There is an automotive cloud which is recently introduced, which is very useful in what do you say, the batteries operated cars and battery operated vans are coming, right? So we have been we just did one implementation for automotive cloud, which is very useful for the EV industry, electric vehicles. So for electric vehicles, it is very, very important. Nowadays, it is booming, right? So Salesforce has come up with even that, which is for electric vehicles. But there are so many CRMs outside the market, right? But why Salesforce is top in the list? Because Salesforce is very reliable, very easy to use, and it is little bit cost effective, agree, but it is very the data will be very secure here. Unlike other CRMs, like we have other customers where they have already implemented Zoho CRM, but it was not the data was not secure, and it was not very hassle free. It was all hodgepodge. The data got clumsy, so they couldn't maintain the data. Now the Zoho CRM, we have migrated to Salesforce CRM. So Salesforce CRM has some standards and rules, right? So it is very the data is very secure also. So that is the reason Salesforce is one of the top in the market compared to other CRMs. And Salesforce can easily integrate it with third-party tools, like you have Tableau, like you have Slack, like there are different third-party tools. You can integrate with WhatsApp, you can integrate with chatbot. Everywhere you can use. You can integrate Salesforce with any other app. So let's see what is cloud computing now. So till now we have talked about what is Salesforce, what is CRM. Now let's see what is cloud computing. Why these are all words important? Because to understand what is Salesforce, the main difference, you just need to know what are all these terms initially. Then you will get a clear picture. Further moving, you will understand more when we get into the theory part and when I show you the application and all. So let's see what is cloud computing. It is all about the on-demand availability of remote server to store and manage the data instead of using the local server. Cloud, I think you know, right? Gmail, all the Gmail data is also stored in cloud nowadays. So it is all cloud computing. It is a remote server. It is used for storage of your data, manage and processing of your data instead of using in the local server. With cloud computing, customer need not worry about buying, deploying, and configuring the hardware and software. You don't have to worry about all these things. Just a simple your username and password is enough to access the data. You don't need to worry about updating the software as well. It is done automatically. Cloud computing relies on sharing of resources to achieve coherence, and typically users pay. This is already discussed. As you pay, you get the subscriptions, like pay as you go model, which helps in reducing capital expenses. So it is cost effective, but you have different additions where you can use according to your customer's requirement. It is also mobile enabled, which is you can access the Salesforce from your smartphones. What are the benefits of cloud computing? Why we say cloud computing, cloud computing? Because it is very fast implementation. Like you can sign up and start using the application. You don't have to wait for it to get it downloaded, or you have to create some signups or nothing. You just have to create a username and password, just sign up, and then start using the application immediately. No upfront cost. You can avoid upfront costs like license, integration, and consultant. But the free edition, you don't need all this. I mean, you can just sign up and start using the application. You don't have to worry about the licenses also. Centralized environment. You can manage customer interaction, sales, and marketing. As I already said, it will get a 360 degrees view of the customer. So it is a centralized environment, we call, like it is a one stop for all the apps like sales, marketing, service. You can have a 360 view of the customers. Flexibility. You can work from anywhere on any device. You don't have any restriction like you have to work from here only, or you have to go to office only to work. You can work from anywhere on any device. You just need to have a username and a password. Scalability. You can scale your business as needed. Like you have a small scale industry, you do according to your business. If you have a large scale industry, even the like Salesforce is implemented in very small like large scale industry. We have implemented in Bren. Bren is a real estate in Bangalore. So they have a lot of projects in Bangalore. So we have implemented there. And even for small, like Clay is also very big. I can't say small, but interior designing, like Bren's sister company is there, Nolte. So that is an interior design. So we have implemented there as well. So you can use it for both small scale industries and large scale industries. Security, of course, Salesforce is giving very good security. Like you can't, the data can't be mismatched, or the data can't be, what do you say? It has been sorry, it has been modeled in such a way that it is very secure to use and reliable as well. And the continuous integration and deployment. There are 4 releases every year, so you will come to know in the further sessions. So whenever there is a release, some or the another enhancements go on, and you will get notified what is the enhancement done in that release, and you can get it benefit from continuous integration. So there are a lot of integrations they are introducing, like recently they have done WhatsApp, they have done, so they get on, they are not sticking to one thing. They keep on, continuous development is also going on in the Salesforce. So now let's see what is a software as a service. Now you don't get confused between what is a cloud computing and what is a SaaS model. I'll give you the difference as well at the end. What is a SaaS and what is a CRM, like a cloud computing difference. Now, till now, what we have seen is a CRM. CRM is a customer relationship manager purely based on like storing of data. It is mainly focused on the storage. Now, software as a service. What it is a cloud-based and on-demand software. Remember, this is a software. That was the storage, like hardware. Okay, that is the main difference. So this will deliver the applications to the end users. So understand, that was the storage, which is the hardware type part. Like example, that was a hardware storage, and this is a software, okay, application. So both are different. Cloud computing and SaaS, both are different now. So it is a software licensing model that holds several benefits if implemented in your business. So this is purely an application, which is a software. The SaaS platform is a subscription based. As I already told you, it is pay as you go. So it is subscription based model, which can conveniently access using an internet browser. Next, the software development includes design, development, testing, launching, and maintenance. Obviously, when there is a software and when there is an application, you always require how we can design it, how we can develop it more. And once it is tested, it is working fine, then we are going to launch it. Means we are going to make it live. And then after sales, it will be the maintenance, that is a service provided. So these are all involved, the stages which are involved in the SaaS software development. The testing phase also includes security, performance, scalability, and capacity. During the testing phase, we also take care of these points. What are the benefits? You might be thinking that both are looking much similar, but both are little bit different, the cloud computing and the SaaS model. SaaS model is cost saving because it is a software application, pay as you go. Businesses can pay for computing resources based on their usage. If your company has only 10 employees, you can pay only for 10 employees. You don't need to buy licenses for 25 employees. So Salesforce gives you that flexibility also. Depending on your company size, you can buy the licenses. Each license will cost different, I mean, that is again a different story. But depending on your company size, you don't have to buy 100 for sure. Depending on your company's the size, you can buy the licenses. Efficiency. Businesses can consume computing resources based on their needs. The data is kept very efficient as well. Customization. Businesses can tailor the performance to their needs. Okay, this is customizations. According to your business needs, you can customize you can do a lot of customizations using like Apex classes, or you can, without Apex classes, flows are being used a lot, which is no coding. There is no coding required for that, but you can give a beautiful customization to your application using screen flows. There are screen flows which will be coming into the previous further sessions. You can have a beautiful customization of your applications. Automatic updates, the updates are done automatically, which you don't have to worry about. No additional hardware is required. Yes, that is already done. And pay as you go. This is already discussed, right? So let's see what is the main difference between the cloud computing and a SaaS model. Cloud computing is broad term that encompasses the delivery of computing services. As I already told you, it is based on storage, networking, like not application, just software and analytics. But software as a service is a specific delivery model within cloud computing. It provides software application. So this is a software application, that is a storage. typically on a subscription basis. Users access these applications through a web browser or a mobile app without needing to install or maintain the software on their. One second. Sorry. Huh. So the main difference is based on the scope, broad range of services. This is only for storage kind of thing, and SaaS is mainly software application. Ownership, users have control over their own infrastructure, but provider owns and manages the infrastructure. The provider is nothing but the Salesforce. And then customization, high level of control over the environment, but as a software as a service on the application, you can do a limited customization compared to the on-premises software. Examples of cloud computing will be Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure. Sorry for that. And software as a service is a Salesforce, Dropbox, Google Workspace. These are all the software as a service. So till here, it's all okay. Like, what is the main Salesforce, why we use it, and the difference between cloud computing and SaaS model?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so if you want a demo and introduction, it will take 3 working days, administration 20 working days, resume and project will be the 2 working days. And why Salesforce administration is much popular, because it requires no coding. It's like very less coding, almost no coding, zero coding, and front-end activities are available. I'm so sorry why it is moving like this. I don't know. I'm not touching it all at all. Sorry. And it is very user friendly. It is point and click. It is just like you can use it as you use the point and click. It's very user friendly to use, and no need to have any previous experience to learn the Salesforce administration course. As you go, you will be having the practical sessions every day, so you don't need any previous experience. This is totally different, and it is very user friendly, easy to use applications, which is but very effective in today's world, the number one CRM as well. And if you want to write any certifications, these are the certification names for the Salesforce administration part. But you will be knowing more as we go through. We can share you the certification details as well later in the coming sessions. And if you have any queries, you can ask.
Madam, actually, how many types is there in Salesforce?
Types means Salesforce is only one application.
Only one application, and cloud computing and Salesforce admin, there is some types is there, no? Which one is the best actually?
Okay, you're saying admin part and development part?
Yes, admin part and development.
Yeah, see, to know the development part, you need to know the admin. Admin is basic model. So
Okay.
first you need to know the basics, which is administration. Later on, you can go with the development part. But to know the development part, admin is very important. This is a basic. Like for example, say if you need to know what is A for apple, you need to know what is A, right? A B C D. So the alphabets
Yes.
are administration part. And
Okay.
if you go into deeper thing, that is the development part. But admin is very, very important. People neglect nowadays, but admin is this is the basic model. This is like foundation for your Salesforce.
Okay.
Yeah, so basic, and it is very easy to learn. It is very easy as well. As you go through, you will understand. You don't require coding here. Only thing is, you just need to be focused. Like whatever we are doing, how can we relate it to the customer's requirements? That is the only thing we need it here. You must have heard about the terms like lead, account, contact in the industry, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So like we will be using there only already in the sales part and service part.
Okay.
We can use it in any industry actually. Nowadays, it is being expanded to almost all the industries like automotive cloud, manufacturing cloud, even in education cloud. Yeah, you're there, Sharmila. Sharmila is there. Anything else you want to ask, Jitendra? You're from
No,
Bangalore or
no, Hyderabad, madam.
Hyderabad? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, even I'm from Hyderabad. Born what of Hyderabad lane కూడా.
Okay.
Okay. ఎక్కడ హైదరాబాద్?
అల్వాల్ మేడం, నేను
అల్వాలా?
సికింద్రాబాద్.
ఓకే నాకు తెలిసినారు.
ఓకే.
ఓకే, సో ప్రెజెంట్లీ
ఇది
మీరు వర్కింగా?
ప్రజెంట్ నేను లాస్ట్ 11 years వర్క్ చేశాను మేడం సేల్స్ లోనే.
ఓకే
యాజ్ ఏ మేనేజర్ గా చేశాను.
ఓకే
బట్ మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరింగ్ ఇది 2 wheelers లో చేశాను నేను, ఆటోమొబైల్ ఫీల్డ్ లో.
ఓకే, ఇప్పుడైతే ఆటోమొబైల్ ఇండస్ట్రీలో చాలా యూస్ఫుల్ అవుతుంది. ఎలక్ట్రిక్ వెహికల్స్ వస్తున్నాయి కదా,
సో
యూస్ఫుల్ అవుతుంది అనమాట. అయితే మీకు ఆల్రెడీ టర్మ్స్ తెలుసు, సేల్స్, అకౌంట్స్, కాంటాక్ట్, లీడ్స్.
నేను ఆల్రెడీ హైరైజ్ వాడాను ఇందులో. సేల్స్ ఫోర్స్ లేదు కానీ హైరైజ్ వాడాను.
ఓకే సేల్స్ ఫోర్స్ కొంచెం ఇంకా స్టెబిలిటీ ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది అంతే, కొంచెం బాగా యూస్ఫుల్. నంబర్ 1 CRM.
యాక్చువల్ డెవలప్మెంట్ ఎట్లా ఉంటుంది మేడం ఇందులో సేల్స్ ఫోర్స్?
డెవలప్మెంట్ అంటే కొంచెం కోడింగ్ కావాలి. మీ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్
కోడింగ్
ఏంటి?
నేను ఆల్రెడీ కోడింగ్ కూడా నేర్చుకున్నాను.
ఓకే,
నాది MBA నాన్ ఐటీ.
ఓకే.
కోడింగ్ కూడా నేర్చుకున్నాను. యాక్చువల్గా AWS కి వెళ్దాం అనుకున్నాను, బట్ సేల్స్ ఫోర్స్ సజెస్ట్ చేశారు.
ఓకే
సో
సేల్స్
సేల్స్
ఫోర్స్
ఫోర్స్
అయితే కొంచెం ఈజీగా ఉంటుంది కంపేర్ టు అదర్స్ కోడింగ్. కొంచెం
ఓకే.
కాకపోతే ఇట్ హ్యాస్ ఇట్స్ ఓన్ టూల్స్ అన్నమాట, లైక్ ఎపెక్స్ క్లాసెస్, విజువల్ ఫోర్స్ పేజెస్, అవన్నీ ఉంటాయి కొంచెం. ఈ మధ్య
ఓకే.
ఇంకా వెళ్తే మనకి మొత్తం AWS కాన్సెప్ట్స్ ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఇంటిగ్రేట్ అయ్యి ఉంటాయి. LWC
అవును.
కాంపోనెంట్స్ అని ఉంటుంది అనమాట. అక్కడ
ఓకే.
దాకా వెళ్ళకుండా అట్లీస్ట్ మనకి సేల్స్ ఫోర్స్ అడ్మిన్ ఇంకా కొంచెం డెవలప్మెంట్ పార్ట్ మంచిగా వస్తే అప్లికేషన్స్ దాంట్లో కూడా యూస్ఫుల్ అవుతుంది.
ఓకే. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
ఓకే థ్యాంక్ యూ అండి.
Yeah.
షమీలా, ఆర్ యూ దేర్? సెషన్ అయిపోయింది, ఉన్నారా? హలో షర్మిల, ఒకసారి కాల్ చేస్తాను. Hello. Yeah, hi, Sharmila. Session is done. So you will talk to Jitendra? Oh, okay, sure. Okay. Thank you.